Hello there and welcome back to Broken Sword 2. Now last time we picked up with George while he was on his way to a professor's house with Nico in tow in order to investigate a stone that she was given by, well, accidentally given while she's been working on a smuggling case. Now it turns out that the guys that were in the house were not very nice. They ended up knocking George out, kidnapping Nico, and tying George to a chair and setting fire to the place, as well as like a poisonous spider out of a box. There was a little bit. The spider was a bit extra, to be fair. It's a little bit extra. It was a very eventful morning for George. So we managed to get out, track down Nico, and managed to rescue her. Now, obviously, during that investigation, we ended up finding a clue which points to Caramonte City. I can't remember if it's Central America or South America. I'm probably sure we'll find out. Now, that's basically where we left off. We just arrived in Caramonte City, or the outskirts, I should say, at the docks. I don't remember, like I said, I don't remember this game very well, so I'm not entirely sure what's coming up next. So we're just going to dive straight back in and find out together. So, grab your interesting snacks, curl up somewhere comfortable, come hang out with me as we jump straight back into Broken Sword 2. Enjoy, guys. Enjoy. Right, so, like I said, we have just arrived on this lovely ship here into Caramonte City. So, we need to have ourselves a bit of an explore around. Nico's doing her own thing. There's the other goat.
Inside the hut was a chair and a small table.
Nice. Come talk to the guard. Yeah, we need to track down...
To Guaramonte.
Thanks.
Hi.
Can we get a cab to the capital?
This is the capital. Guaramonte City.
This is the capital? Okay. Oh, no. I'm waiting for them to continue speaking. I need to ask questions at the bottom. Sorry.
When's the next ship out of here?
But senor, don't you like our beautiful country?
It's fantastic.
Oh yeah, it's like a little piece of paradise.
It'd be nice. We're just, if anything, it'd just be nice.
I'm just plain homesick. Like it says in the song.
A word of warning, senor. If you feel like bursting into song, bite your tongue.
Huh?
There are official restrictions on music in Guaramonte.
Really?
We've had enough. We're going back to the ship.
Okay. You show me your brown card?
Huh?
What brown card?
is that?
The official exit visa.
Why do you need an exit visa?
How come music is restricted in Caramonte?
It is part of a great cultural
That's a little bit ironic.
campaign.
That's
Traditional Caramonte music is considered unsuitable for these
sorry,
fast-moving
I found that funny, so that tickled me.
Senora has decreed that only one category of music is suitable.
What's that?
Easy listening.
Okay. That was so stupidly timed. I don't know whether that was on purpose or whether that was by accident. As soon as he said music is restricted, the music started playing. Like, music started playing. And I don't know why that really tickled me. I don't think I'm going to talk to everyone. Weirdly enough, he... Is that them? Those ones playing the music.
Those things are gourds, aren't they?
See.
Yes?
Hey! Mind the footwear, lady.
You spitting? Okay, we're going to have to go and see the goat. I wonder if he's as mean as the one in Ireland. Probably. The goats can be very mean. Hi.
In Caramonte, defacing a poster was probably a capital offense.
Yeah.
It looked to me like an early portrait of Orson Welles.
Who is it though? Nico? That's a very unique singing voice as well. Oh, we have a lot to talk about.
Labano tells me he's been seeing a lot of you.
We meet sometimes for lunch, a drink. After you'd gone back to
Normal
the
stuff.
States, I was pretty lonely, you know.
Lonely? You must have been desperate. Couldn't you just visit the zoo or something?
Would you like a dog biscuit?
Would you like a biscuit?
Gourmet dog? Have you been eating those things, Georges?
Sure, they're great.
Really?
Get
Like I've had a dog biscuit before, and it's not very tasty.
From a chimney stack on an old stove.
Well,
So it could be.
I suppose it could be. How did she know that?
My grandfather used to work in a foundry.
Which was also listening to you.
Take a look at this, Nico.
That's disgusting, Georges. Why are you carrying it around with you?
I don't know. I just can't seem to...
It's going to come in handy. It has to come in handy.
An eclipse of the sun. Why the sudden interest in astronomy?
I found the cutting in Ubier's house.
Ubier had an interest in it, which means we have an interest in it because he had an interest in it.
Take a look at this.
Mon Dieu. Where did you get that kind of money?
Not mine.
Not mine. I found that statement at Ubier's house. Do you have any theories about this stone?
I think
Yeah, this jackal stone.
represents a dog, a Mexican dog.
The jackal.
This is the sacred Chihuahua stone?
Chihuahua stone.
Sheesh.
Coyote. I was saying jackal the last time, wasn't it? It turns out it's a coyote stone. Right, can we go this way? That's a... For a second there, I thought that was a big ass door in the way. But it's not, it's a shutter on a window. Right. I think I'm going to ignore... Well, say ignore? We're just going to talk to her.
Hi. Lovely bread.
Okay.
Bread.
Pa?
Pan?
Si, pan.
Maybe I'll come back later when I'm hungry.
Alright. So we've basically got no information right now. We have a whole bunch of stuff. And creepy guy and a whole bunch of other stuff that we don't know how to do anything with. A fisherman. There's Pearl. I told you, I remember Pearl and Dwayne being in this game.
Do you have crabs?
No, only fish.
Can I have a fish?
Thanks.
If by some remote chance I ever need a fish, I'll be back.
Good to know.
Do you recognize this statue?
Si, senor. It is very, very bad luck. That is Tezcatlipoca, the night hunter.
The guy looked scared out of his wits.
I mean,
Go away.
yeah, I'm just gonna go away. Music, guys. We're gonna get to Pearl. Dwayne has to be here around here as well.
What's with the long faces?
Our pipe player has been arrested and thrown in jail.
Poor Miguel.
Really?
Never broke the law in his life.
Are we gonna bust him out?
Why was
Are we gonna break Miguel out of jail?
Playing folk music.
Why is it verboten?
Senor. He insisted on playing traditional Cuaramonte music, even though it's illegal.
Why don't you try?
So he broke the law and he's now he's in jail.
No, we should be looking for real jobs.
We could earn 10 times as much down the mines. My cousin Ramirez was earning 8 pesos an hour.
That's still not
Before
good.
He lost his legs in the accident.
Now they only pay him 4?
Tell me about the.
Because he's half the man he used to be. Sorry.
There was an
That was very rough. I apologise for that one. I apologise.
Were buried alive,
They got some of them out though.
That's the first thing that popped into my head. I'm sorry.
including your cousin, and they left half of him behind.
Would you like a dog
Would either
biscuit?
of you guys care for a biscuit?
A dog biscuit, senor?
Are you trying to insult us?
No, really, they're good.
We'll take your word for it.
Do you know this one?
Have you any idea what this is?
No, senor.
Me neither.
I don't think I'm going to be happy with this guy.
Like,
I, the hungry chief.
Why are you carrying that thing around with you, senor? Don't you know who it is?
No.
Sure. It's Tez.
Oh, that's what we do now. We do now, no.
It brings death, senor. Death and destruction.
But I found it in a warehouse in Marseille.
What do you make of this little worm?
No good. It's dead.
Sure it's dead. You think I'd carry it around in my pocket if it wasn't?
Maybe. You've had weird things, worse things in your pocket.
Take
Weirder
a look at
things.
the design on this label.
I have seen that before.
Where?
There was a ship flying a flag just like that.
When did you see this ship?
Yeah,
3 months
when
ago.
was that?
It was here, at the docks.
So 3 months ago. That's interesting to know.
What was the ship with the Condor flag carrying?
I don't know, senor. We weren't allowed near the docks.
That's right. Usually we meet the ships when they tie up.
Oh, really?
To the tourists.
Well, when the Condor ship came in, we were told to go away.
So top secret stuff.
You guys know anything about a total eclipse?
What is it?
It's like when the sun is hidden by the moon.
He's crazy.
My cousin Alfredo swears he saw it happen once.
It does. It happens.
After he stupidly
I was gonna say fairly often, but it's not really that often. Happens enough. Right. Pearl. Hi.
George Stobart, well, of all the...
Mrs. Henderson. Boy, this is some coincidence, huh?
When you've been married to a fruitcake like Dwayne as long as I have, you stop believing in coincidence.
I
Oh,
met
really?
Pearl and Dwayne on the other side of the globe in Syria. He was an army veteran who suspected he was working for the CIA, but wasn't sure. She
Oh, I
was
forgot
left
he suspected he was working for the CIA. Where is Dwayne?
Is Dwayne here with you, Mrs. Henderson?
Why, sure, I couldn't leave him home alone. Since Dwayne came back from the war, we couldn't bear to be apart.
So, where is he now?
We ain't speaking.
Why not?
You're speaking to Dwayne.
Because he's an old spoil sport sourpuss. I want to visit one of those old pyramid places, but Dwayne says he has to stay in town.
Right. And you don't want to go on your own.
Very true.
Point in going to the pyramid if there's no one around to take my picture.
I mean, I could go with you. I could go with you.
If he is, he doesn't know it.
Or me and Nicole could go with you.
Don't you mean a sleeper?
No, this is different. He used to think he worked for them, but the psychotherapy cured him of that.
Oh, really?
He doesn't realize is that now he really does work for them. At least that's the way I understood it.
So they recruited him after the fact.
Brings you to Quaramante,
Alright.
Pearl.
What takes me just about anywhere is the market.
You drove 2,000 miles to go shopping?
Why not?
Shopping is my role in the economy of the great design, George.
I mean, why not? You can't sell this.
Oh, that's pretty. What's that thing supposed to be, a rabbit?
I believe it's a coyote.
Yes, coyote, not jackal. I was wrong.
I was surprised she didn't ask me where she could buy one.
I'm waiting. Oh, what's going on? I was waiting for the joke punchline there of asking like straight away.
What does this mean to you, Pearl?
Would you like an earring?
Little feathers. Why, if you had two of those, they'd sure make nice earrings.
The
This
would actually.
isn't intended for frivolous personal adornment, Pearl. It's a dog.
I mean, people wear one earring.
Fast-acting, muscle-numbing poison.
Pardon me, I stand corrected, honey.
Sometimes I get the feeling that communication with Pearl was like sending signals out into space. Maybe, if you waited long enough, you'd get an intelligent answer back. But it was a long shot.
A little bit rude, but I'll allow it.
What do you make of this statue, Pearl?
Ooh-wee, that's a spitting image of Dwayne's brother Sheridan.
Oh, really?
Little less body
Do you want to buy it?
Come on.
Would you like to buy it?
Look at this, Pearl.
We sold in the first game. We sold her a cheap statue, a plaster statue. We antiqued it to make it look a bit more, well, antique in order to sell it to her. Because we needed $50 for a taxi,
Take a look at this news cutting, Pearl.
which sounds really bizarre.
I left my specs in a gay bar in Santa Barbara.
Well, it's about an eclipse of the sun. which is
Specs?
due to occur in a
You wearing
few time.
different
The
glasses?
government would warn us about these kind of things.
I mean, it's in the paper.
It's not dangerous or anything. Apparently, the best place to view the eclipse is right here in Quaramante.
Oh, my.
Indeed.
She didn't appear to be the slightest bit interested. Catch you later, Pearl.
See you later. Alright, so we can go in here. Do you want to go and find Dwayne? We can have a look through here. Oh, that's doing there.
There was a forlorn-looking guy asleep on the floor of the jail. It was Miguel, the pipe player. Hey, Miguel! He didn't hear me.
Can we talk to you? Right, I'm going to talk to Dwayne first. I think we may be breaking Miguel out of jail. Why, I don't really know. That's the thing I'm putting. Where are you going, George? I want you to speak to Dwayne. Why are you walking around the entire backside of the truck?
It was Pearl's husband, Dwayne. Hey, Mr. Henderson. Good to see you again.
Do I know you, son?
Yes, yes you do.
Remember? In Syria? I sold you a statue.
I remember that. Pearl was mighty vexed when the paint came off.
Look, I'm sorry. I'll give you...
Yeah, well, I'll give you back the money. We'll pay you back.
Oh, you suckered me fair and square.
Are you still working for...
You know who?
You know who?
You know I can't talk about my work, George. That's between me and Uncle Sam.
So that's a
Does
yes.
the name Karzak mean anything to you?
Sounds like a comic book villain to me, son.
He does have a very cartoony name.
And the rat who kidnapped Nico.
You know, the first time I met you, I was deeply impressed with your naive simplicity. I said to Pearl, if we ever had kids...
Is that an insult? Did he just insult me?
Like George. But I underestimated you, son.
Did you know that traditional music is illegal in Caramonte?
Is that so? Seems reasonable to me.
Why though?
Really? The leader of the band in the square has been imprisoned just because of the music he played.
I don't know who you've been talking to, but that fella, Miguel, he's an agitator.
An agitator?
What's the real reason the musician was imprisoned?
Handed out subversive literature at the mines.
Oh, really?
The so-called general was waiting for Miguel when he got back into town. Marched him off to jail at gunpoint on a charge of inciting a riot.
That's why you can't always believe everything you hear at face value. A little bit more research is required.
Yes, she did.
She'll get over it.
Did you drive all the way down here?
Hell no. Pearl did the driving while I followed the maps. The way she handled the wheel, you'd think she'd been trucking half her life.
You know, she seems the type to be able to drive a truck.
Why did you bring a huge truck like that?
George, I'm on a top secret classified mission for Uncle Sam.
Then you shouldn't be talking about it.
Bomb. 400 pounds of nitrate fertilizer with a plastique initiator. They'll hear the bang in China. Gee, I'm really looking forward to this.
So my question is, what are we blowing up? And why?
Like a biscuit, Dwayne?
Oh no, those gourmet dog snacks bring me out in a rash.
You've tried them?
They were on special offer. Pearl bought a whole crate. When I asked her if she was thinking of keeping a dog too, she just laughed.
I mean, a deal's a deal?
Would you like to borrow my lucky piece of coal, Dwayne?
What's so lucky about it?
Well, we made it to Quaramonte in one piece.
When you've been here a few days, you won't look on that as luck.
Fair point.
Do you know anything about a shipping company?
Fair point.
Condors?
I don't know if that's fair point or not.
Sure I do. You have to get up pretty early to catch Dwayne with his pants down.
What? You beat me to it?
Condor Transglobal is all wound up. Seems like my investigations scared them off.
Really?
What do you think?
So they're no longer around?
Dwayne?
Lord, hot stuff, George. You buy those for your girl?
No. A guy we knew in Paris bought them for her.
Oh, you're a threesome then.
No. No, that face says it all. No.
Like that, George.
Forget it.
Yeah, forget it. Right. I suppose we should go and talk to Miguel then. An agitator.
Hey, Nico!
Oh, I guess Nico's coming in with us. Yep, I don't know. Pearl seems the type to be going for like full-on road trips in a truck.
Just as I have been instructed, Professor.
He looks sleazy.
With the mine closed down, there'll be no one around to observe your excavations.
Oh, really? Hello.
Ah, I have visitors.
Yes, you do.
Remember what I told you, General. There's really no need to make a martyr out of that man.
Professor? Is that Ubier?
I'm sorry to keep you waiting, senor. Welcome to Quarmonte.
Thanks. My name's George Stoker.
Yeah, I don't trust him at all.
But what is this? An angel come down to earth.
Nicole Collard. Enchanté, mon général.
Yeah,
Pardon.
I like that little hand.
I couldn't help
Ew.
myself.
That little handshake afterwards.
Look, we'd like to ask you a few questions.
You've come to the right place, senor. Tourist information. General Graciento, at your service.
What's on the map? And why do you have a person in jail?
This is the tourist office? It says police on the sign outside.
It is both, senor. I am a man of many parts.
I can see that, General.
Yeah, definitely.
Have you heard of
Do you
a
know
guy called
Karzak at all?
No. No, I never heard of him.
Very odd.
I hear there was an accident at the mine a few months ago.
That's correct.
A lot of men killed, weren't there?
A few.
30?
Barely 1% of the working population.
If 30's like
Is it true
I hate when companies like that.
music in Claramonte?
Yes, there is. An
It's just 30 people.
Introduced by
No, it was a drop in the bucket compared to the amount of people that we own.
And what do they got left?
So,
Easy listening.
aggravates us.
Easy listening could replace a musical heritage hundreds of years old?
Why not? It happened in your country.
Touche.
Are there any ruins around the city?
Of course, senor. Quarmonte has everything.
I have a friend who wants to visit an historical site.
Ronaldo will only be too pleased to conduct a guided tour. When he's dealt with today's paperwork, of course.
Okay. How do we get
The
that?
guy you were talking to when we arrived?
Professor Ubier.
It was
A
Ubier.
visitor, senor, like yourselves.
Did you say Ubier?
Si, senor. Professor Ubier, a French archaeologist.
Yes, we went to meet him and we got kidnapped.
In Claramonte.
Well, Nico got kidnapped.
And glorious past, senor. The professor is planning an expedition to some Mayan ruins. He came to see me to get an excavation permit.
Did you give it to him?
We've had enough of Claramonte and we want out.
Am I stopping you?
The guy at the docks tells me I need an exit visa.
Ask Ronaldo. He'll make the arrangements. That's what he's here for.
Is that after you've done all your other work? Where are you going? Oh, fax machine.
Would you like a biscuit?
Are you trying to bribe me?
Well, every man has his price.
Mine is more than a dog cookie, Senor Stobart.
A man of worth. A man who knows his worth. I want to know what that is.
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
I don't know if it should be.
Where did you get it?
I don't think we should be showing that around.
As a souvenir.
What do you think of these panties, General?
Oh boy, fabuloso!
They're yours if you'll tell me all you know about Karzak.
I told you, I never heard of the guy.
I don't buy it.
Panties now? I told you all I know.
You told me nothing.
Do I still have them?
Take a look at this label.
I don't think I want to be carrying around them anymore.
Condor Transglobal.
Can you tell me where to find their offices?
No, senor. I never heard of them, and neither did Ronaldo.
Mighty convenient.
Ever heard of Condor?
Oh, yes.
The company is registered here in Quarmonte City.
You are mistaken, senorita.
The musicians out in the square say that a ship flying the Condor flag was birthed here.
They are simple peasants. They will go along with anything you say in the hopes of parting you from your money.
Condor is
For
run
real?
by Karzak, isn't it?
Wrong again, senor. Karzak has nothing to do with anything called Condor. Whoever he is.
I thought you didn't know who he was. If you don't know who he is, how do you know that he's not part of Condor?
Unfortunately,
And if you don't know what Condor is,
were destroyed by a flash flood.
Do you know anything about the forthcoming eclipse, General?
Such things do not interest me, senor.
I'll be back.
Can I have a look at the papers?
A couple of special offer letters were strewn across the desk. I
Can I-
had no need for junk mail, especially someone else's.
Can I have a look at that computer? I don't think it's going to let us.
It was a computer monitor with some kind of outdated game displayed on it.
That is Space Invaders right there.
The safe was undoubtedly locked. A safe was tucked under the desk.
Can I
I
go
wasn't going to try
back there?
investigating the passage while the general was sat there.
So, Ronaldo, let's have a word, you know. I get the feeling I'm not going to be able to do that either.
Hi, I'm George Stobart.
Hello, senor. How can I help you?
Hi.
I'd like to visit your prisoner.
Condemned prisoners aren't allowed visitors.
Condemned?
To death. He is to be executed. Knowing my luck, I will probably have to shoot him myself.
Why would you do that, though?
Amnesty International is going to hear about this. I thought Miguel was arrested for playing the wrong kind of music.
Si, senor, he was.
And that carries the death penalty?
It's a bit extreme.
No, you think we're crazy?
I mean,
Being
came across that way.
confessed to being an anti-government agent.
Are there any ancient pyramids near Claramonte?
Si, senor. But it's not very impressive. It's in ruins.
As most good things are.
Would you be willing to give a guided tour of the ruins?
I can't. The general would have a fit if I left all this paperwork.
Can we help you with your
I'm
paperwork?
trying to get out of Claramonte.
If I had $1 for every time I heard that, I'd be able to buy back half my family.
Never
That's
mind.
incredibly dark.
What about my visa?
We don't take visa.
I didn't ask if you take a visa.
Why
I
don't you
want
give
to
me a
give
visa?
me a visa.
I can't help you, senor. I don't understand these things.
But I was told that you could help me.
Would you like a gourmet dog snack biscuit?
I would love one, senor. But I would have a problem with my teeth.
Toothache?
No, senor. If the general catches me eating on duty, he'll knock them out.
Rude. That's very rude as well.
Do you recognize this statue?
His book. The night wind.
Yeah, it's a big deal over here.
That stone is cursed.
Are we literally just going to carry it around with us all the time and just not going to get rid of it?
Eclipse?
No, senor. El General keeps me in the dark about most things.
So does the eclipse.
Senor,
Yes?
leave the child alone.
Why? Okay.
I wasn't going to...
Oh, I want to talk to Nico. My guy. No, I don't want to point at Nico. I want to talk to Nico. Are we going? Do we have to go out to talk to her? Also, he looked like he had a beard there. George looked like he had a beard there.
Why did you show him the stone?
I thought maybe he might know something about it.
Well, he does now, for sure. He knows we have it.
That's very valid.
Did you notice that chart on the police station wall?
Yes. It looked like a map to me.
I wonder if that's going to actually change something.
Details.
Whatever it was, the general didn't want us to see it. You came on a little strong with the general.
I was merely flattering his ego, George. Every man has his Achilles heel.
Maybe.
He definitely has an ego.
That guy's weakness isn't in his foot. That man we saw talking to the general was Ubier. Didn't you recognize him?
I never met him.
I said,
remember?
yeah,
The guy I
she's
thought
never met him
was
before.
claimed to be Ubier, but he sounded nothing like the man in the police station. Maybe the professor really is innocent.
Nah, it's too much of a coincidence that he's here in Claramonte.
He may be in Caramonte, but his case may be completely separate to the one that's involved with the stone. Like he's found them and he's all right. Good conversation, Nico. Okay, can we talk to? I want to talk to this guy. Ubier, hello. Hey, Nico.
Professor Ubier?
Yes? Who are you?
My name is Stobart. George Stobart.
I didn't expect to see him.
Does the name Karzak mean anything to you?
Yes, I know him. In fact, if it wasn't for Kazakh, I wouldn't be here.
What?
He's financing my expedition.
Really?
Tell me about your wife, Professor.
Please, I don't want to talk about her.
Maybe you don't, but I do. Why was she known as the Little Dachshund?
It was just a silly pet name I used to call her. Somehow some damned reporter found out.
I'm not even going to ask about the murder.
What
It
do you
seemed
know
a bit
about
rude.
my girlfriend's abduction?
I don't know what you're talking about.
She was invited to your mansion in Paris.
Not by me, she wasn't. I haven't been home for nearly 7 months.
Have you ever employed a
Yeah.
Central American...
Yeah, I don't think he's involved. I don't think he's directly involved.
Kind of servant, monsieur.
Do you want a duck biscuit?
Would you like a biscuit?
No, thank you.
You should, they're good. I can't get enough of these things.
I don't know why he started eating them in the
Can you
first
tell me
place.
anything about this stone?
Where did you get that?
That's my business.
How much do you want for it?
It's not for sale.
Yeah, I think that's a bad idea to show the stone. I actually didn't click on it. Well, I clicked on that and didn't even think about it.
Oh, yes. Tezcatlipoca, the Lord of Darkness.
A Central American god, right?
A supreme deity. Tezcatlipoca means, literally, smoking mirror. There.
Name drop of the game.
See the mirror shield in his left hand? The Mayans believed he could look into the mirror and see into the hearts of men. He was the wind which came howling in the night in search of victims, and victims they gave him by the thousand.
Human sacrifices?
Men,
Probably a lot of them.
women, children, animals, anything that bled. The steps of his temple ran red with the blood of sacrifices. The Mayans have a legend that says he'll return one day. I hope I'm not around to see it.
You know what? Me too. Me too.
Do you see this label?
Yes. It refers to a company named Condor. What of it?
I traced that company here to Quaramonte. Do you know where I can find the offices of Condor Transglobal?
The company no longer exists. They went bankrupt recently.
Convenient. Very convenient.
That you are directly involved with Condor.
I used them as shippers to transport artifacts to a gallery in Paris.
Because that didn't go as didn't go how I planned.
With the company, which, as I said, no longer exists.
Do you know anything about this eclipse, Professor?
I mean,
Of course.
yes.
It's not the reason I'm here in Quaramonte, but I'm looking forward to seeing it all the same.
What's your interest in the eclipse,
Yeah.
Professor?
Oh, it's
Just
purely a
scientific.
curiosity. History is my subject, not astronomy. But I've been fascinated by the movements of the heavenly bodies since I was a child.
You know what? Me too. I like a good, like, astronomy kind of thing. You know, watching, Jupiter and stuff like that. Like being able to see Jupiter in the sky.
Does the eclipse
Obviously,
have
like,
some
tiny little
special
pinprick, like little thing, not
For me?
massive in the sky.
No. For the ancient Mayans, it marked the end of the Fifth Age.
Perhaps we should be celebrating.
Ah, no. The end of each age heralds destruction on a global scale. The fifth is
Well,
the age, ending in the total destruction of the Earth.
I can imagine that being a bad day.
Take a look at this, Professor.
Yeah, why are you showing you?
About that.
Where did you get this?
Never mind that.
It was in your house. I stole it. I took it from your house.
Left my financial affairs in the hands of my...
Oh, your house was set on fire. We're going to inform him that his house was set on fire.
From your personal account?
I trust Gwyneth implicitly.
And why Marseille? Why the very place my girlfriend was taken?
That's obvious, Stobart. We are both the victims of the same devious plot.
I'm likely to believe that.
I have no idea.
Okay. So, I don't know what we're doing right now. Can I talk to Miguel from now?
There was a forlorn-looking guy asleep on the floor of the jail. It was Miguel, the pipe player.
Can we get to... Hi.
Do you
Can we
think
do-
the general was involved with Condor?
Hell no. And if he's a general, I'm a Buddhist. No, that fella's just a mouthpiece for the real power in Quaramonte.
Which is... Who is
The
that?
general is nothing but a puppet?
He's like Pinocchio before he met the Blue Rinse Fairy. Strictly strings and wood.
Who's pulling the strings?
His mother. Better known as La Presidenta, the dictator.
Oh, so he's a mommy's boy. Not there's necessarily anything wrong with that, I might add. Some people take it a bit too far. Your Pearl.
Have you met the guy who calls himself the General?
No, I haven't. Is he a real general?
I guess so.
Apparently.
He has a lot of medals on his chest. The wrong side of his chest. At least for any army I'd ever seen.
Maybe he's in the mirror realm.
I hear you drove all the way to Quaramonte. In a truck.
That's right. You would not believe the state of some of those roads. Makes me downright sad to think there's still some places you can't reach in an automobile.
I mean, there's a bit in Central America that's
highways just about anywhere folks
basically
go.
really hard to pass in a... I think you've got to bypass it by boat or something like that. Because the road, there's a little bit there that's not perfect.
Did you know that the truck was full of explosives?
Whatever gave you that idea, as if I couldn't guess?
Your husband. He was exaggerating, wasn't he?
Sometimes I wonder how I'm going to cope with Dwayne's over-fertile imagination.
Fertile? I mean, he did say it was a fertilizer. But, you know, there's probably going to actually be a bomb in the back of that truck.
Tell me about the General.
Yeah, talk to me about him.
Charge around here?
We don't want to talk about him, senor.
How come? No one can hear you. Well, only that old goat.
In Quaramonte, we have a saying. Don't tell your old goat what you don't want your wife to know.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Means your wife is an old goat? I don't know. I've never heard that saying before.
There was nothing else I wanted to talk to Nico about at that time.
Alright, so I don't quite know what we're supposed to be doing right now. Can we get around the back? Is this a new screen, or is this just going to flip us around the other side? It's just going to flip us around the other side. Not exactly a shortcut. May as well talk to him. We can't go this way either.
I'm George Stobart. What can you tell me about the mining company?
So we haven't talked to him before, so we may as well have a go.
Their mines after the explosion. Lots of folks lost their lives. I was lucky. I only lost my legs.
Can you tell me anything about this stone?
That's
So is he the...
It's a volcanic
Is he the relation to that guy across the other way?
Yeah. Look, I'm not interested in geology.
You're not. I suppose you want to know about the carved picture on it.
That's right.
Yes.
The guy you should talk to is the professor. He was here a while ago.
Do you know what this statue represents?
Yeah, Ubier's gone.
I used to carve things like that to sell to tourists. But it scared people around here, so I stopped.
Do you think about Condor?
Do you recognize the design on this label?
Why, sure. That's the Condor Transglobal Shipping Company logo.
Do they have an office in Quaramonte?
No, but they ship out from here.
That's what I thought. Did you see the
So no office, but the actual leaf from here.
No.
Illegal port?
The dock is just the other side of the square.
Might as well be the other side of the moon.
I mean, he doesn't have any legs. It's not exactly the best, like, free-rolling terrain.
Drop by.
Like skateboard terrain.
Sure. Plenty of food, plenty of wine, and everyone's invited, except the general.
Why don't you want the general at your party?
Because
I can immediately tell why.
bring those damned music albums from the 70s.
What do you think of these panties?
Awesome. You wear them?
No. Someone sent them to my girlfriend.
Thoughtful.
Okay. I mean, it is thoughtful. You know, you need to have a bit of oomph on it. Right. You need to have some underwear. You can't go commando all the time. Right. So are we missing something? Can I go up this office? I thought that was for up that way. Oh, we're going up there. Okay, we are. We're going up into the office. Alright. I thought that hand, when I first saw that hand, I thought it was pointing towards the dock. Hello, lady. I like your shirt as well. Hi.
Hola, senora.
Hi. We were wondering...
She wasn't talking to you.
I was talking to the lady, Chico.
I'm just going to
Hi.
go hands off on that
My
one.
name is Nicole Collard.
Concha Garcia. How can I help you, sister?
The corporation I represent is considering a major investment in Quaramonte. Your advice, as the head of an obviously successful concern, is precisely what I'm after. My assistant, Mr. Stobart, has a few questions.
Go get
I'd like to
it.
ask.
Yeah, you show your power, Nicole. Hi.
Have you heard of a man named Karzak?
No? Who is he?
He's the reason we came to Quaramonte. We think he's running a drug ring.
Well, I hope you find him, but I've never heard the name before.
Thank you.
Can you tell me about the accident at the mine?
Accident? It was sabotage. Somebody wanted my mine closed down for good.
I think I know why.
Do you have
I think I know who.
that the mine was
The general was talking to Ubier about shutting down the mine.
Bottom of it. There'd been trouble at that mine for several months. The workforce was getting smaller every day. Someone had started a rumor among the men that the mine was cursed. Now
Music.
the entire operation has been closed down.
Where's the site of the mine?
Several days upriver at a remote area known as Teoculcan.
Do you know Professor Ubier?
Yes.
That typing sounds annoying.
Embark on an archaeological expedition. He hired some equipment from me earlier today.
I overheard him talking to the general. I think they're working together.
What? If I'd known that, I wouldn't have hired out the equipment. Now, why would the
I mean, money's money.
interested in an archaeologist?
Maybe the stone.
Does this stone mean anything to you?
I think it is a spirit stone carved by a Mayan priest, no? I don't know which of
I
their many
didn't know that myself. Alright. She's going to be annoyed. Is Nico going to be annoyed that I'm just waving the stone around?
A smack in the mouth, Chico.
Can you tell me anything about this statue?
It is Tezcatlipoca, the god of death and pestilence. That fetish would be considered by many to be a bad omen.
I mean, I just carry it around in my pocket. I mean, it was all the way in Marseille as well.
The icon on this label?
Condor Transglobal.
Did the company operate here in Quaramonte?
Yes, they ran an old container ship, the Mayan Princess.
That were kind of new already.
Who owned Condor Transglobal?
I've no idea.
Karzak.
You see this? It's my lucky piece of coal.
What's so lucky about it?
I'm not sure yet.
I mean, it's meant to be lucky. Hi.
Nice buns.
Is that an official uniform?
Have you heard about the forthcoming eclipse?
I don't take much interest in things like that. One of the boys might know about it.
I'm gonna have to ask one of the boys.
Would you be interested in these panties? They look about your size.
Is that your best line, Chico?
I'm serious. They were an unwanted gift.
Put them away before you get overexcited.
Fair point. Alright, can you just maybe not stand up? Hello.
Hi, good afternoon, and welcome to Consolidated Mining. If you are planning to stay in Quaramonte City, may I recommend the Consolidated Mining Experience, an interactive hands-on tour of one of our deepest mines, with talking tour guides available in 3 different languages. A tour of a mine. Well, this is a mining company. What else did you expect?
Never even considered a tour.
Do you know anything about the eclipse that's due soon?
Me? No, senor.
Do you know where I could find Senor Karzak?
No, senor.
How come you're not wearing any pants?
Okay, I'm glad you're gonna question. I'm glad you're gonna ask this.
And your boss doesn't mind?
She suggested it.
I don't know if that's allowed. I'm not even gonna go there. I don't think your boss requesting you to not wear bands is allowed. Hi.
Are you looking forward to the eclipse?
We're going to need to ask one of the boys.
Are you? I don't know. I've never seen one. All I know about eclipses is that you shouldn't try to view them with the naked eye.
Please, go away and let me get on with my work.
Ever heard of a guy called Karzak?
I'm not going to leave you alone.
I'm busy.
If I don't finish this stock report, the boss will be mad as hell.
That's another thing I don't understand, like stock reports and stuff like that. I don't really understand it.
Ever hear of a guy called Karzak?
No, sir.
Did you know there's an eclipse of the sun in a few weeks' time?
Yeah, Joe told me about it. He's having a party and we're all invited. Me and the boys
Joe?
are dressing up as evil monks.
Yeah? Cool.
I mean, he was very happy about that.
Do you know anything about the eclipse?
Here's what ask the third guy.
And I'm really looking forward to seeing it. I heard it's going to be pretty spectacular.
It's in a few weeks' time, isn't it?
9 days.
Thanks.
9 days, not bad.
Ever
Are
heard
we
of a
still going to
guy
be here
called
for 9 days?
Karzak?
No.
Alright, that is just like perfect timing here.
There
Nico?
was nothing else I wanted to talk to Nico about at that time. I had nothing else to talk about. It was a store cupboard.
What's in that store? I'm going to come and just interact with it and find out what's in the store cupboard.
Keep out of there.
Why?
That's where the explosives are stored.
Thank you. Sometimes you just gotta go and try something and people will tell you what the, you know, what's in there. If you don't know what's in something, just walk up and try and open it. And then someone usually tells you, don't go in there. That's where such and such is stored. Can I talk to Nico? So I don't think it's anything I can talk to her about still.
There was nothing else I wanted to talk to Nico about at that time.
Right, head back in here.
Hey, Nico!
Right. See, we need to get access to that chart. So we need to get rid of him. We also need to speak to the prisoner. General.
Do you have a map of Quaramonte?
Tell me about the chart.
I'm sorry, senor, but I don't.
What about the one on the wall?
Ah, that is an archaeological survey map, senor. Not suitable for tourists.
I'll be back.
Oh, really? Come talk to him.
I had nothing else I wanted to ask him.
That'll be a no. Right. Oh, no, thank you. That is not what I wanted. So we need to get access to that chart. So do we need to make a distraction? Can we enlist Dwayne? I thought maybe we're going to tie the truck to the bars and rip the wall off to get the kid out.
Did you find any evidence of Condor's drug smuggling operations?
Drugs? Hell no! Condor was a cover for the illegal export of Mayan artifacts.
Filled with drugs. So it wasn't about drugs at all?
Condor
Wait, is it not about drugs at all?
Registered in the name of Edan.
Did you get the guy?
I don't think he ever existed. Edan backwards spells native, Spanish for nobody.
Is
Interesting.
Miguel the reason you're here?
Pretty smart, George. I was supposed to make contact with him. By the time I found him, though, he was in jail. I've been trying to figure out a way to get him out since then.
I mean, you can rip the wall off.
Good man, George. All I need is a detonator.
A detonator?
How come you brought a truckload of explosives but no detonator?
Call me old-fashioned, but I say packing trunks is woman's work.
It is a little bit old-fashioned. Should be packing your own stuff.
A darn thing. Just hope she remembered to bring my denture polish. I'd sure hate to arrive back in the States with tar on my teeth.
I'd be more worried about having no teeth at all. So we need a detonator. Will's luck would have it. I think I may know where to get a detonator. Because we have an explosivo cupboard back here. Maybe if I just ask for one. Because to be fair, she's probably... She'll probably be interested in this chart as well. Because this chart is what's shut down the mine. What shut down the mine for.
Do you have any kind of detonating device in stock?
Sure. They're kept in that cupboard.
I don't suppose you have one spare?
Can I have one?
Can't simply give you a device like that, no without a damn good reason.
The chart.
Chart in his office, which he was discussing with Ubier.
Perhaps that chart will tell us where they're heading.
Maybe, but I can't get anywhere near it while the general and his sidekick are there. I had nothing else to talk about.
Can I...
Hey!
Can't I just take one?
Stay
Alright.
out of that cupboard.
So she's not just going to give us one, although I know where I can get one. So what do I need? What's the next in the chain? Nico? If you come all the way over here and say that you don't have anything to say, alright. If you walked all the way over there, I'll be annoyed.
The general while I took a look at that chart?
You're kidding. Did you see the way he was leering at you?
Yes, and that's precisely why.
5 minutes is all I need.
Well, maybe. But it's your harebrained scheme. You do the talking.
Alright. So this is going in a different direction I thought it was, because I thought we were going to be using the bomb or get the detonator in order to break out Miguel, which then would cause a distraction for him to leave, to chase after the truck, and then for us to have a look at the thing, but apparently not. Apparently we need to look at the chart first, then maybe tell her about the chart, and then she'll give us a detonator to get Miguel out.
I've changed my mind.
Oh, no, you haven't. She's embarrassed about asking you for...
I've changed my mind. Please don't make me do this.
Me? Fabuloso!
Well, I want to write a story about you.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Nicole. I really threw you under the bus.
Is spread about your beloved general.
Si, Signor General.
Look after things here. I'm going back to my apartment and I don't want to be disturbed.
I'll get you for this, George Stobart.
Don't worry. If you're gone for more than a couple of hours, I'll come and get you.
A couple of hours?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think she's going to forgive me for that. Payback is coming. Right. So I've got to save, but I want to look at the chart. Can I distract? Do I need to distract him? Or is he just going to be chill about it?
No, 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 Signor. The General said nobody must see that chart.
He won't know unless you tell him.
You don't know him, Signor. He will worm it out of me as easily as he de-waxes his ear.
Okay. I'd have to get rid of him.
How do I get rid of him?
I'd still have to...
Maybe just chat to him.
Would you take my friend to the ruins now the General's gone?
I'd be honored, Signor.
Thanks. I'll go get her.
Oh, wait. Okay. That's how... Okay, I need... Pearl will take a... I completely forgot about Pearl wanting to go to the ruins. Hi, Pearl.
I've made the arrangements for your visit to the temple, Pearl.
Oh, that's just great, George. Why don't you come too, honey?
I'd love to, but right now I have to save the world.
a bold aspiration. Bold, very bold. I completely forgot that she wanted to go to the ruins.
Listen, sweetie, I'm looking for an official guide to take me to the old pyramid.
For a lovely lady, I would go to the ends of the earth. For you, I will go as far as the pyramid and back. But what about your husband?
What he doesn't know won't hurt him. Let's go, Beanpole.
Also, that was that was a little bit rude there. You know, for a beautiful woman. Pearl is beautiful in a very own special way.
As Pearl and Ronaldo set out for the ruined pyramid, I prepared to search the police station. The safe was undoubtedly locked.
I mean, I could have a look at it. What's
the
this?
The filing cabinet was probably locked.
Maybe go and find out, no? TV?
I decided to leave the television switched on.
Can we look at the thing? We need to look at that. Well, can we have a look at this? See if we can have a mess around with it.
With some kind of outdated game displayed on it. I didn't have time to get sidetracked by playing computer games.
A little bit. I feel a little bit seen right now.
It looked like a geological survey map showing the land to the southeast of Quaramonte City. About 60 miles inland and upstream was an area marked Teoculcan.
Facts. Okay, so we're going to interact with that. Can we go and talk to Miguel? Hello.
I'm George Stobart. You're Miguel the musician, aren't you?
Ex-musician, senor. My career is finished.
Going to jail could be the boost your career needed.
Senor.
It works for some people.
I'd rather die than live with this shame.
Really?
Have you heard of a guy called Karzak?
Yes. The old man spoke of him.
The foreigner? Professor Ubier?
That's right. This man Karzak is Ubier's boss.
Why is that noose hanging from the bars?
Yeah, do tell. Give me that.
It up for me to hang myself.
Why?
Don't cry for me, Senor Stobart. When I am dead, the goddess will take my soul to rest in paradise.
I couldn't reach the noose.
Can I have it?
There was nothing I wanted to talk about right then.
Can I show you? Probably a bad idea.
Wouldn't be interested.
Would like these? Do you know anything about this?
Be interested.
All right. So let's go see. Let's go get our detonator. She's bound to be interested in the map. Now that if I tell her what's on there, more than likely going to help us out. I thought maybe it would have been the rope if we used the rope, like the noose, to tie it to the bars and rip a hole in the wall. It doesn't look like the strongest wall. That's what I'm thinking about. Although apparently we're just going to busy detonate something.
I got a good look at that chart in the police station. It's a map of Quaramonte.
Does it tell us where Ubier is heading?
Yeah, a place called Teoculcan.
That's the site of the mine. I wonder why they're being so secretive about Ubier's plans. One thing's for sure. If the general's involved, they're up to no good.
Definitely.
Let's talk to that musician Miguel. Take the detonator and get him out of that jail.
Why, don't mind if I do. Also, can you tell me what the detonator looks like? Is it marked as a detonator? Was that down the front of your pants? Did you shove that down the front of your pants there, George? I do wonder where he keeps all his stuff, because he doesn't have a bag. So like everything is everything in his pocket. At least Rincewind had, you know, the luggage. You know, the... Is it sapient pearwood? Just gotta wait for him to walk. There ain't no fast walking. Yo, Dwayne. I have you a detonator.
Here is the detonator, Dwayne.
They were very nice and let us borrow one.
Voice down, George. You want everyone to know. You'd best go and warn Miguel.
Some people, yes, because they're going to be in range of this explosion. Alright. We're heading in. Yo, Miguel.
It was the passage.
Yeah, I know what it is, George. I know what it is. Hey, Miguel.
Hey, Miguel.
Hi.
What is it? What is happening?
We're getting out of here.
Who's we? They've sent the Delta Force?
Nope.
The Impossible Missions Force?
Don't make me sick. Much better.
Who then?
Dwayne.
A retired greetings card salesman from Ohio.
I'm doomed.
No, he's gonna blow up the wall. Oh,
You're not the only one.
I should
Hi.
have known you'd be trouble the moment I saw you.
Look, I can explain everything.
Get in that cell. Now.
And what if I refuse?
He'll shoot you.
Okay, here I am. Going quietly into the cell.
I'm gonna go. What can I share a cell with Miguel?
Very wise. Not Americano scum.
One of the reasons I hate guns so much is the way they make people so damned impolite.
Yeah, they feel like they can talk to you however they like when they've got a gun. Makes people a bit ruder.
I hope you're enjoying your vacation, Senor Stobart.
Go polish your weapon, Ronaldo.
Also, what are you doing back so quickly?
This was part of your plan, right?
Well, in a manner of speaking,
No.
no. I was all out
Well, no.
It was up to Nico now.
So, here we are.
You've changed.
I thought I would slip into something more comfortable.
The stench of cheap cologne rolled over me like tear gas.
So, what do you want to know about me? Ask and I will answer. I will deny you nothing.
Is that his mother? Is that a picture of his mother? I'm going to be rude. It kind of looks like a
I
guy.
am a very giving person.
How nice for your friends.
Your eyes are glittering like stars.
But yeah,
Cologne was
I'm not here for this. Oh, he's just sliding. Okay, don't slide. I'll stand, thank you.
As spirited as you are beautiful, I admire that.
As long as he admired it from afar.
That kind of looks like a being in.
Stuffed swordfish. On close inspection, I noticed that the swordfish was peppered with machine gun.
That's
bullet
not
holes.
like any
The general was a real
hunting,
sportsman,
any
and
fisher
he
that I've
was
ever known. Very sportsmanlike. What else we got here?
I didn't want the lava lamp.
Why ever not? Also, what's that? That looks like it's interactable. But it ain't. And that upsets me slightly. That has to be his mother.
I didn't want the picture. It was a portrait of some thug in a uniform.
Maybe don't call his mother a thug.
I didn't want to watch a lot of tawdry soap operas.
Okay, I guess we better talk.
Is that a lava lamp?
Sure, it's more impressive in the dark. I'll close the blinds.
No,
No, thank you. No.
Not on such
We're
a
fine.
beautiful day.
Very well played.
Who's the guy with the hat and the fat cigar?
My mother.
Big fish. Catch it yourself?
Catch it. Fishing poles are for children.
Then how did...
Yeah, those bullet holes. I think you just machine gunned it.
Magazines on full automatic. It put up quite a fight.
A little bit rude.
I, love your TV.
Oh, yeah. Cool, no?
It's in color as well. Hi.
Mom!
What is going on here?
Nothing, Mom. I was...
I'm in uniform. And when I'm in uniform, it's...
Madame la Presidente, sorry. Madame la Presidente.
Now, what is going on here?
I was interviewing...
I was just showing my friend Nico some of the cool stuff I've got.
Hi.
Good afternoon,
Hello.
señorita. And just what are your intentions toward my son?
Intentions? We were just talking.
How nice. She has good bone structure, Raoul. Has she any brains?
She's a reporter.
Is she? And what's
Maybe talk to me about it rather than talk to him about me.
I do lifestyle features.
for what sort of magazines?
It looked safest to play dumb, with good bone structure.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Yeah, lifestyle of the super rich and vainglorious. Envy magazine.
Excellent. Raoul, you've chosen well for a change.
It was pretty obvious who pulled the strings around here.
Yeah,
George,
mommy's in charge.
I was buying him.
And then it goes. Pa 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 pa. And when you were in this band of yours, you used to play that song for 2 hours?
Yeah, we were really famous at our college. Still, ours wasn't as good as the original version.
I have never heard that song before, yet I have no doubt that this must be true.
Hey!
Hi, Dwayne.
Hey, George!
I'm not even going to comment about the music because I can't play music.
Anderson. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. Get to the American consul and tell him I've been imprisoned without charge.
Get real, George. He was the previous occupant of that cell you're in. We're gonna have to use good old American know-how to get you out of there.
Uh-oh.
That, and this truck full of explosives I've got here.
Dwayne.
Are we going to be fine?
Listen to me. You'll kill all of us.
You're such a naysayer, George. It'll go like clockwork.
Are you sure? Are you like 100%?
Negative to negative, it's positive to you gotta get the bare copper wire here. Let me just, damn.
Are you completely sure about this?
Okay, just a minute. I've got to get to a safe distance.
Quick, Miguel, hit the mattress.
What about
Have
us?
strange customs up north.
Where are we going to go?
Too late.
Are we dead yet?
No.
Horse shit.
What happened to the explosives?
There ain't no explosives. My dumbass supplier must have given me organic fertilizer instead of chemical.
That doesn't work the same.
Here is 400 pounds of lightly fried horse apples.
That's a lovely image, Dwayne. Never mind, I'll think of something.
Lovely. Right.
I couldn't reach the noose.
Can you give me that? Can you give it to me?
Listen to me, Miguel.
We're going to go with plan B. Plan B, plan A, plan B, whatever you want to call
Is
it.
there somewhere you can hide from the General?
Of course. My friends have a boat ready to take me upriver. But how are you going to break out of here with just a short piece of rope?
I'm not sure. But I'll think of something.
Here's a short one, though.
If your plan doesn't work, will you let me hang myself in peace?
Do you know what? I don't think you've got enough room because you look like a tall guy. I don't think you've got enough room to hang yourself.
I couldn't escape that way. The door was locked. I didn't have the key to the lock.
Okay, can we use the rope on... All right.
It was the piece of rope which Ronaldo had given to Miguel.
So we must have everything that we need.
I wasn't going to demean myself by using the bucket until I was desperate. My very own slop bucket. Already I was feeling institutionalized.
Is there anything in
I
here?
didn't have the key to the lock.
But can we use... I doubt if it's going to work. No.
Solid bars protected the small window. I wasn't getting out that way.
Use the rope on them. That'd be a yes. Okay.
I couldn't escape that way. Hey, Dwayne. I want you to tie this rope to your truck and then drive.
I just noticed there was two things there.
This was really going to work. But I'd seen it in a black and white western.
I mean, it works all the time in the westerns. That's where I picked it up from Red Dead Redemption.
Hey,
Red Dead 2.
Anything you say, George.
Also, I'm wondering...
My mother, she can be a little difficult.
Are you... Son, rub my feet?
Oh, my feet, Raoul. Propose, you idiot.
Don't mind her. She just wants grandchildren.
Don't we all?
Don't think I can't hear you, Raoul. I want the worthy successor, and you're not it. Propose now, or I'll do it for you.
Look, Nico, we haven't known each other very long, but...
No. Absolutely not.
What the hell was
Saved by the crash.
Going on, but George had to be involved in it somehow.
Only George could do that much carnage.
I ain't gonna say a thing, because that sweet sound of falling masonry says it all.
Quick, senor. The river.
Are we off?
Huh? Wait. What about Nico?
Yeah, Nico's... Nico, get in.
George, what have you done? You only had to sneak a look at the chart, and it's turned into World War III.
No time to explain.
Come on. We're going to explain later. I'll explain later. Get in the truck. Please. Apparently not get in the truck.
Don't move, terrorist scum. You talking to me, Junior? Yes, I'm talking to you, fat man. And my name's not Junior. A word
Rude.
wise, Junior. You carry on waving that pea shooter in my face, and the next person who sees it is gonna be your proctologist. Savvy?
I have no doubt that Dwayne probably would do something like that.
You idiot, not them. The other American and the French woman. They're the ones.
So I guess we're going upriver. Sailing off into the sunset. Or it's got to be sunset because it was daytime when it was daytime when we were in town, so it's got to be sunset. Helicopter. That's actually very loud in my head. Ow. Just turn that down just a touch. I'm really hoping that we weren't on that boat.
When I recovered consciousness, I was alone, washed up on the riverbank. My head was aching fiercely, and my mouth tasted like a swamp. At first, I thought the music I heard was in my head. Just my luck to wind up in paradise with a migraine. But I followed the sound and discovered a tree house in a nearby clearing.
Okay. Alright. So, we made it out of town. Can I take the vine? Yeah, shove it in my pants.
Could be useful. The machine was broken.
Washing machine. I don't know where we are. I like the guy's treehouse. It kind of looks like bricks, but I don't think it's bricks.
It would have been a shame to tamper with the elegant bridge.
Yeah, considering you're standing on it, that's probably a bad idea as well.
It seemed to be working just fine.
Leaves.
It was a pile of damp leaves.
Press.
The stones were too heavy to turn by hand.
I don't know if we're gonna have to stop this thing to get him to turn it. Oh,
It was heavy. I guess that was intentional.
I mean, there's holes inside. Can we use that for the holes?
The leverage from the cross allowed me to turn one of the stones, but the other one remained stationary.
Okay, so what do we use that for? Can I shout? There's no way up.
Hello? Anyone home?
Do you actually have to wait until the music stops? Hello? Really?
There was no way of climbing up to the treehouse.
I mean, I would have shouted when the music wasn't playing, but personally, I don't think that's possible. Can we wait though? Although I can't get out there. We're trapped on this screen.
It was a pile of damp leaves.
Shout.
There was no way of climbing up to the
Shout. Alright. Never mind. I guess we're not doing it the easy way. I guess we're doing it the moon logic way. And we're not going that way. Okay. So do we have everything that we had before? Yes, we do. We've got a vine.
The water wheel had been built to provide a natural source of power. The wheel had a rim of roughly beaten iron. The
Can I jerk
iron
with it?
rim of the water wheel would have torn the skin from my fingers if I touched it.
And get the vine choked up in it? No. Can we block it with that? No. Can we have a statue in it? Yes, we can.
As I held the fetish to the iron rim of the wheel, a shower of sparks cascaded onto the leaves.
Oh wait, are we setting a fire? The wet leaves.
Too damp to burn on their own.
Vine onto the leaves. I don't know what we're juicing as well. Can we put the... Okay, so we can do the vine.
The vine provided a drive belt to connect the two stones.
That's not what I was thinking. That's not the plan that was in my head there. I thought we were going to juice this vine. So what we're putting on the... We're crushing the worm. What are we crushing here?
The cone was ideal as a makeshift container.
Okay. So I still don't know what we're doing. We're missing something here. We're juicing something. Okay, are we missing something over this side? Can I go up further this way? No. So we've set something up here to juice something, catch something in there. We need to add something to the leaves to stop them being damp or to set fire to them.
It would have been a shame to tamper with the elegant bridge.
Can I interact with that? Can I get something from there?
The machine was broken. The contraption consisted of a...
Okay. So that we can get sparks with that, which sets fire to the leaves, but also we need to dry the leaves. But I don't know how to dry the leaves. Or not necessarily dry the leaves, but put something on the leaves to make them flammable.
It seemed to be working just fine.
So I'm like legit missing something. Wait. The dart.
Now I had the contraption working.
Yes, but why though? Why, George? That's what I want to know is why? I'm like, hopefully I'm not missing something entirely here. There's only so many hotspots. I wonder, do I have what I need?
The leaves were too damp to burn on their own. It was that itsy-bitsy tequila worm. I really must remember to take it out of my pants before I send them to the laundry. It was a pile of...
I mean, what I'm thinking is it completely so stupid that this is basically the worm's been soaking in tequila. Would it be that I juice the worm to get the tequila out, pour the alcohol, the trace alcohol, on the leaves and use it to set fire to the leaves? Or am I... Hold on. Paper?
The bank statement was just what I needed to kindle the damp leaves.
I mean, I could have probably used this as well. Can I use this as well? No? Alright. I completely forgot we had paper. I'm looking for something to burn. And of course, I'm thinking alcohol and stuff like that, and it's just bloody paper.
As I held the fetish to the iron rim of the wheel, a shower of sparks cascaded onto the leaves.
Well, I think I might get the guy's attention. Well, whoever's in here. Hey! Hello.
Quick, man. Put out that fire. I've got a sick woman up here.
Sorry, Father, but I needed to attract your attention.
Yeah, put it out. Sick woman. What woman we're talking about? Nico? Can you let me up, please? Thank you. Oh, you're coming down.
Who are you? And what do you want?
My name is Stobart. George Stobart.
I'm Father Hubert. I don't suppose you speak French.
Huh? Why do you want to know that?
I found a young woman with a fever by the river this morning.
That's Nico.
The girl is close to death.
That's Nico. It has to be. However, or how many other French women do you know in this area?
Hang on. That must be Nico. What are you doing out here in the jungle?
I mean, fair, I should probably ask about Nico first.
The destination I had in mind when I set out, but well, you know what they say? Mysterious ways and so on.
True.
You didn't plan to end up here?
No. I was on my way to the miners' camp in the north. I was stuck here when my boat capsized on the river.
That's exactly what happened to me. How long have you been here?
I mean, capsize exploders more like capsize, you know, more thingy than capsize, like.
My girlfriend you've got in your treehouse. What's the matter with her?
She's been bitten by a venomous river snake.
But can't you do something for her? There's a cure, isn't there?
I ran out of penicillin and morphine years ago, but the local people speak of a root which they believe will counteract the poison.
Where
Really?
can you find this root?
Can I go and get this root?
But maybe the shaman of the village can tell us.
Village?
Will you show me the way to the village?
Me? Oh, but I can't.
Can't? Nico's life depends on it.
You're right. Of course I should, despite my own guilt and shame.
What did he do?
I can't go as a representative of God with a creased collar.
A creased collar? You mean you put your personal attire
Really?
higher than the life of a sick woman?
I will not
Really?
leave that village looking anything but my best.
Give me your collar. I'm sure I can find a way to press it.
Here's one I prepared. Here's a puzzle I prepared earlier.
My son. In the meantime, I must contemplate my sermon.
There was obviously more than a creased collar bothering the priest.
Right. So, I mean, we don't need the tub. However,
So there I was, hundreds of miles from civilization, doing the housework for a priest. It's a strange world.
it is actually. It is very strange. You never know what you're gonna find yourself doing. I'm getting the feeling we're going to be juicing the root that we get and putting it in the cup.
The press worked surprisingly well on the collar.
This is why you just pick up everything. Pre-done this bloody puzzle by accident. Hello, I have your collar.
Here's your collar, Father.
Thank you, George. You'd probably think it a little odd of me to make such a fuss.
Oh no. If I'd been living in the jungle for 11 years, I'd be completely screwy too.
Valid point.
Yes, perhaps I am. Ever since my
I mean, living by yourself in the middle of jungle with things that can try and, you know, delete you at every step of the way, you know, poisonous bugs, river snakes,
Do you want to
torrential rain,
I forgot my vows.
local, possibly homicidal villages.
Beauty of this unspoiled paradise, and in a moment of weakness, animal passion reared its rampant head.
You know,
Animal passion.
romantic novels. Did you experience some kind of a physical liaison at the village?
Yes, I'm ashamed to admit it, but I found myself doing the monkey dance.
The monkey dance.
I've never heard it called that before. And
Yeah.
I didn't want to pry any deeper.
I've never heard it called the monkey dance either.
Past. Now you've got your collar back. Will you take me to the village?
I've still not finished my sermon.
Look, Father, I still don't know why you're so reluctant.
Yeah, we need to go. Time is of the
It's none
essence.
of my business. Whatever the reason, it can't be more important than saving Nico's life.
You're right. I must be crazy. We must make haste if we're to reach the village before nightfall.
By the time we reached the village, it was sunset.
They have spears. Hello.
boys. Glad to see you're still wearing the underpants. What?
They're the best Christmas present we ever had, Father.
Mine are too tight.
Well, we all have our cross to bear. This is George. He has a request to make. I'm afraid I can't stay. Good luck, George.
Thanks for your time. I'm sure I'll find my way back. No problem in the dark. In the middle of the jungle.
That's a relief. I never feel comfortable with him about.
Me neither. These damn pants keep riding right up my butt.
So, what do you want?
You speak very good English. I'm
My girlfriend
pleased.
has been bitten by a snake.
So, everyone in my family has been bitten by snakes.
I was bitten by a dormouse once.
She's real sick. I hoped your wise man might have medicine.
Wise man? You must have the wrong village.
Oh, really? No wise man here?
Father Hubert said there was a wise man in the village who could help me.
Ooh, he must mean the old man, the shaman.
Are you going to stand by and let my girlfriend die?
Of course not. What do you think we are, savages?
We'll start the preparations for a cremation feast.
I'd like to see the shaman.
A little bit rude, you know. Plan a feast for some.
Demand to speak to the shaman.
Why not?
You have to observe the protocol. The shaman demands tribute.
Tribute? You mean like a gift?
That's right.
The eternal question. What do you give a man who has everything? Give me a clue.
Yeah.
What kind of
what can we give him?
Does he have a hobby, a favorite sport?
You insult us. The shaman lives on a higher plane.
Oh, right. Maybe a book would be more suitable. Or a jigsaw puzzle? Don't you just hate choosing presents for people you don't know?
True, I actually really do. I tend not to buy for presents for people that I don't know for that reason.
Here, he'll like these biscuits.
Oh.
If you say so.
Maybe. I just clicked on that and I wasn't even paying attention.
He liked the biscuits, especially the black ones. He wants to know if you've any more.
Any more? I can talk to...
There wasn't much point in sending the empty box back to the shaman.
So I have an empty box. Wait, hold on. I think I remember this. Memory's just kicked in. Sorry. This is why I think the dog biscuit. This is why the dog biscuits were in my head for this whole entire game so far. As being the only one. Because I remember this. Sorry, I'm getting excited with myself for remembering this. I think I remember this bit taking us forever to work out how to do, and that's why it stuck in my head. And the only thing that was left of the memory was the bloody dog biscuits. We have to put the stone in the bag.
I put the Mayan stone in the empty box.
Because he likes black ones. He likes the black ones, and I'm thinking, if you know, I don't know how we literally just tried everything with everything.
Some more of those biscuits for the shaman.
He comes and he invites us in because he sees the stone. This is how I remember it. I just remember dog biscuits. It's because it took us forever to work out.
The shaman wants to talk to you.
I hoped he would. Well, it's been nice to talk to you guys.
Been swell. I like your corn as well. That's very nice. Am I just going in on my own, or? Oh, we are. I don't know whether we're going to kick into a cutscene. Am I just into...
I couldn't think of any reason to steal the villagers' rock collection.
What are they doing with the rock collection? We go straight to...
Hi, my name's
the naked kids back there. Let's not look at them. Although I don't know whether the kids are not. They're just small, so there might just be a distance thing.
Told that a white man would bring the coyote stone to this village.
Oh, really?
My girlfriend's been bitten by a snake.
And you want me to heal her?
See that? He looks like he's got a beard.
Not sure. My gums aren't.
Well, he doesn't in his little picture. That looks like he's actually got one.
Listen,
which I'm not, upset about. It just looks a bit strange.
Please, old man, give me the root.
What root?
Father Hubert told me of a root which could cure the bite of the river snake.
Tough. There's nothing sacred with these people.
Apparently not.
A secret, known only to members of my tribe.
If that root is my chance of saving Nico's life, then I want it. fast.
True.
There is time yet, George Stobart. Time to learn why you were called here.
Why were we called here?
Hubert so reluctant to visit the village?
I don't know. He used to come here a lot, but then he just stopped. You'd think he'd want to spend some time with his kids.
Kids? Excuse me? Kids?
3 girls and 5 boys by my reckoning.
Oh, he really did the monkey dance.
Same week at the Feast of the Monkey Dance.
Fine.
I guess he definitely had a very good time at the monkey dance. Alright, I thought the monkey dance was the actual act. Apparently not.
Returns to the place of his spawning.
And look, I'm running a tight schedule, so can you skip the riddles?
Perfectly valid. Cutscene.
3 years ago, when the world was young,
Going back a bit.
great god and king Quetzalcoatl was defeated by trickery and deceit. His enemy Tezcatlipoca took his place as leader and demanded terrible human sacrifices.
Quetzalcoatl being good guy, figuratively speaking.
Priests found a way to trap Tezcatlipoca. But his powers were so great, they knew he would not remain trapped.
In the smoking mirror.
His time of incarceration would end with the eclipse, which marked the close of the 5th age.
So that's the one that's coming up as well.
Priests fashioned 3 obsidian stones which contained the power to seal the mirror for all time. But before the stones could be put in place, they were seized by the invading Spanish.
We have one of them.
But how did they trap Tez, the evil god?
They built a pyramid which they told Tezcatlipoca was dedicated to him. At its center, they fashioned a huge mirror of perfectly smooth obsidian.
That's incredibly hard to do.
Him into the pyramid with praise and flattery, they used sorcery to
Making the mirror, that is.
mirror.
Luring an egotistical person into somewhere, into a trap, is a little bit easier.
There's an eclipse of the sun due very soon, isn't there?
Correct.
Yes, the one that ends in 5th age.
The ending of the 5th age will come before the next full moon.
Less than 2 weeks. I didn't really believe that Tezcatlipoca would return, but I figured Karzak's plans were in some way connected.
Yeah, definitely.
What happened to the stones?
They were taken by the Spanish to the coastal town that is now called Quaramonte City. Only 1 stone reached Spain. The other 2 fell into the hands of buccaneers. The Jaguar stone was captured by an English captain, El Draco. The Eagle stone was taken by a pirate called Ketch. The 3rd stone, the Coyote stone, reached Spain safely.
We have the Coyote one.
Stone in your possession.
So we're going to have to find the other 2 stones.
Many centuries ago, the port of Quaramonte was entered by a ship flying Spanish colors. The captain, the man known as El Draco, sent soldiers ashore. Only when the soldiers arrested the mayor did the people realize that they were English privateers. The mayor was held hostage while the soldiers looted and plundered the city. Amongst the treasures they stole was the Jaguar stone.
See, privateers I always find funny. Because basically privateers, and in case you don't know, I'm assuming you probably do, but in case you don't, privateers are basically pirates, but under the orders / under the rule kind of command of the monarch, basically. That's ultimately what a privateer is. It's a legal pirate. It's a pirate with paperwork, and then you get the real pirates, which were the ones without paperwork, who just used to do everything that the privateers did, just, without the legal paperwork. So I find privateers a little bit funny. Obviously, it goes a little bit more involved than that. To say that's the very broad strokes of what they were, or what I've heard that they are.
Where is
We'll go with that one.
stone now?
I suppose El Draco took it back to his homeland, across the Great Sea.
To England.
So we're going to England.
Tell me more about the Eagle Stone.
The stone was loaded onto a galleon with many valuable artifacts plundered by the Spanish. But shortly after leaving harbor, a terrible squall blew up and damaged the ship. The ship was intercepted by a bloodthirsty pirate, Captain Ketch. Ketch made short work of overpowering the crew, stealing the treasure, and sinking the Spanish ship.
So we're dealing with an actual pirate.
The Eagle Stone now.
Nobody knows for sure. Ketch retired from piracy and bought an island in the Caribbean.
What do I do when I find the stones?
Bring them here to me and I shall prepare you. The stones must be taken to the heart of the pyramid.
The pyramid nearby.
And they be used to seal the gate by which Tezcatlipoca will return to this world.
Can I have the route now, please?
Take it.
Thank you.
Haste if you wish to save the girl's life. The hummingbird sings to me of death to come.
Now you're talking in riddles again.
Yeah.
Listen, is it okay if I crash here? I've got no chance of finding my way through the jungle in the dark.
You're welcome, but you probably won't get much.
Is it the night of the monkey dance?
Tonight's the night of the monkey
dance. Yep, alright. Let's dance. Let's party. While Nico's... Actually, we shouldn't party while Nico's in trouble.
I left the village at dawn and stumbled back through the jungle in a post-party daze. It was just like sneaking back to my parents' house when I was younger. Except Oakland didn't have monkeys or parrots.
Or venomous spiders, or snakes, or, you know, anything like that. I don't know how she's getting any sleep with that racket going on. Hi. I have the route.
I've got the route, Hubert.
So what are you waiting for? Give it to the gal.
Right. The shaman thinks you should go visit your kids.
So, he told you?
Yes.
Look, Hubert, having an extended family is nothing to be ashamed of. If I was you, I'd be ashamed of not being there for them.
It's that damned monkey dance that led me astray.
Yeah. A sight like that must be difficult to forget.
I forgot we were actually part of a monkey dance. Right, I think we need to... We're not going to just be able to give her the route down, like, straight.
Nico, I've brought you this route.
Oh.
No way was she going to be able to chew the root. I needed to give her the antidote in a more digestible form.
We're crushing it. Are we taking the water? That looks like a water jug.
I couldn't steal from a priest.
I mean, you're not stealing, you're just borrowing. However, let's root in the press. And we're going to press it into that cup, the cone thing that we've already placed. Another one we prepared earlier. And just here's hoping that it's not like the root fibre that she needs to get, and it's that the juices are perfectly acceptable.
As the liquid was squeezed from the root, it collected in the cone.
Straight in, grab the cone. Straight upstairs. Don't drop it. Whatever you do, George, don't drop it.
Look, Hubert, the antidote.
Well, what are you waiting for? Give it to the girl, quickly.
You don't have to... Why do you even have to say? Just straight to it. We know what we're doing.
Nico.
Drink this absolutely horrendous drink.
Oh, George, it's horrible.
That's how you know it. That's how you know it's working. When medicine tastes incredibly bad, that's how you know it's going to work.
All your strength when we go after the other two stones.
Other stones?
Yes.
What other stones? What have you gotten me into now, George Stobart?
I mean, to be fair,
Sounding more like her old self already.
you got us into this by taking this first stone. It's her fault.
Nico recovered quickly from her fever.
I guess we're going to Caribbean
To save
first.
time, we decided to split and look for each stone independently. I traced the pirate Ketch to a remote island in the Caribbean. With the fortune he'd amassed from piracy, he'd retired to a place that was later called Ketch's Landing.
You know what? This has given me Ark of Shite vibes. Going to the Caribbean. Right? Alright. If you've never seen that one, please do me the favour of going and watching it. It's absolutely horrendous. It's an absolutely horrendous game. However, I would like to know that at least someone has watched it and made my sacrifice worth it. Right? So, saying that, I think we are going to leave that here for this week. So, let's go Big Me. Hi. So, yeah, we've made some decent progress. Managed to, well, we tracked down the remnants of Condor Global. Turns out that they've been shut down entirely. And that Kozak's running flying solo. I don't know, he's under orders by someone, but he's basically after these stones. Now, we've got one of them, the Coyote Stone. We need to find the other two. One of them's here, one's in London. I completely forgot that we'd split up. I thought we both went to. I thought we both went to the Caribbean and then both went to London. But I think Nico must have a section in London by herself. She must be doing that bit. So, all in all, I'm still really enjoying the game. I'm slowly piecing things together as I'm remembering it as I'm going along. That whole thing with the dog biscuits just kind of like just popped right in my head there when I saw that scene. I don't know why it was just dog biscuits just the dog biscuits that I remember. I don't know why that's the only bit that stuck in my head. However, pulled out the memory at the last second, right when we needed it, which I'm pleased about. So, like I said, we're going to leave that here for this week. I'm going to pick it up next time. So thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, let me know in the comment section down below. If you are new here, feel free to come hang out. Come check out some other stuff that I have going on. We would love to have you here. If you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you again for all the support. It is much appreciated. Please remember, I do collect thumbs, so any you choose to give me will be greatly appreciated. Also remember, please be a light in the dark for someone. Could be anyone, could be a stranger, could be someone you know. You never know how it's going to affect someone's life. I love you all from the bottom of my heart, and you all know what's coming. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. And as always, just see you on the flip side. Bye bye.